I'm also wondering if you could comment on the developments in the United States this summer, particularly with the Democratic Party switching leaders, signs of momentum, growth. Do you think that the Liberal Party here has any lessons to take from them?
Mia, when it comes to the U.S., of course, I always have the same line, and it will always be that we will engage, notwithstanding who is elected in the White House. We've gone through an Obama administration, we've worked with the Trump administration, and we have worked with the Biden administration, and we will be ready when it comes to November. And for the rest, we are now working at a cabinet retreat here to make sure that we're concentrating, focusing on what Canadians need, and for the rest, the Prime Minister has my full support. Good, only woman asking me questions. That's good. Hi.
To Mia's point, though, I think the question wasn't so much around, can you work with any administration? We know your answer to that. I think the question we're trying to draw out from you is what you learned from watching the races south of the border, how the dynamic has been so fluid, if you had any takeaways for your own party and your own future fortunes. And I know you say you're busy working as foreign minister, of course you are, but you're also a minister in Quebec, and you would have concerns around the party's electability in all kinds of places. So talk to us about how you see the way forward in the next few months to ensure your own re-election, your party's re-election.
She's not getting re-elected.
Listen, okay, I'll start with the U.S. When it comes to the U.S., we're following very, very closely. I've told you that. And of course, we're following the dynamics on both sides. The race is very tight, and that's the only comment that I will make on what's happening in the U.S. And
in the
no,
US.
I know, Tonda, I know, but let me finish my answer. I've given you the time to ask your question. And meanwhile, I'm engaging with the Republicans, and I'm engaging with the Democrats, with the Biden administration, with the Kamala Harris team. So that's been what I've been doing behind closed doors. Meanwhile here, of course, we're connected to what people think. Of course, I've been connecting with people in my own writing. I've been door knocking also while being foreign minister in La Salle Verdun. And I'm confident that we can win the by-election in La Salle Verdun. Meanwhile, are people preoccupied about affordability, housing? Of course they are. And we're not disconnected from that. So we need to work on it.
Yes, you are.
And we need to be able to provide the hope that is necessary in these times where a lot of people are feeling lots of anxiety.
You didn't answer the question.
Is that the only problem you see that lies ahead, trying to prove to Canadians you can deliver results? Is that the only thing you think is the change thing that's needed, that people are
listen,
looking for?
I think when it comes to politics, it's all about trust and whether people trust the work you're doing as a government. And I think the challenges we're facing are real. And we're not the only country facing these challenges, but we have to be better at it to make sure that we're delivering results, period. And so the proof is in the pudding. That's what we'll be working on.
She's crazy. Absolutely nuts. You didn't answer the question.
Just one last one.
I'll ask.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask quickly on
It's okay. It's been a long time. Go ahead.
on China.
Yeah.
We announced Canada announced tariffs this morning, and also announced the consultation of potentially more tariffs coming down the road. And yet we also heard from the Prime Minister that this is an important trading relationship, but we still want to have normal trade with China. You talk with Chinese diplomats regularly. How confident are you can strike this balance of bringing in tariffs, bringing in more tariffs potentially, but keep the trading relationship otherwise normal? I mean, how confident are you that you can keep this trading relationship without escalating from tariffs, retaliation? How do you strike that balance?
We've taken a very strategic decision, which is to protect the EV supply chain in Canada and, of course, in North America. And that's why it was so important for us to impose tariffs like we did. I think that when it comes to China, indeed, we have a very important trade relationship, $100 billion per year. And therefore, we need to engage diplomatically with China to ultimately bring predictability to the relationship. And that's the only thing that I can tell you today, because ultimately right now this decision was taken based on what we thought was in the interest of Canadians. Thank you.